This is breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.
Available to them. They may be afraid to call the police, and for a variety of other reasons, never contact us. To all those victims, family, and friends, we have resources available to you. The Family Justice Center is a location where victims can find information about different options available to them regarding domestic violence. We're hoping to empower those victims to have them call 911, 311, or to contact the Family Justice Center. We would rather people call us when the argument begins rather than wait for a family to be destroyed. I'll now provide you the details of the officer-involved shooting. This is officer-involved shooting number 6 for 2022, fatal number 4. At the same time last year, we had 5 OISs, with 2 of those being fatal. This event was initiated as an attempt suicide at 11:19 p.m. on July 3rd. The officer-involved shooting occurred in the residence located at 600 block of North Bruce Street, Las Vegas, Nevada, which is in the downtown area command. You can see that to my left. The involved officer is Officer Tate Nelson. He's 25 years old and has been with the LVMPD since 2020. In this incident, Officer Nelson was armed with a Beretta 12-gauge shotgun, model 1301, equipped with a tactical light and optics. The investigation revealed he fired 2 rounds during the incident. He is assigned to the Tourist Safety Division within the downtown area command. The suspect was identified as Miguel Galarzo. He's a 46-year-old Hispanic male, 5'8", 180 pounds. He's also pictured to my left. The investigation revealed that Galarzo was armed with a butcher knife and a folding knife. Galarzo's charges, had he survived, would have been murder with a deadly weapon, assault with a deadly weapon on a protected person, 2 counts, resisting a public officer with a deadly weapon, without a deadly weapon, 2 counts. The details of the OIS are as follows. On Sunday, July 3rd, 2022, LVMPD Dispatch Center received a 911 call from a citizen reporting an attempt suicide at the residence located in the 600 block of Bruce Street. First arriving officers were met with several citizens in front of the house and were told that their father had killed their mother and was attempting to kill himself. As the officers were announcing to other officers that were seeing Galarzo in the back bedroom, he grabbed an item and threw it towards one of the officers. That officer stepped out of the way, and as the item was being thrown at him, Officer Tate Nelson took cover position in the doorway and started to give commands to get on the ground and drop the knife. Officer Nelson watched as Galarzo stood up, reached into the blankets, and armed himself with another knife. As Officer Nelson was giving Galarzo verbal commands to drop the knife, another officer aimed an electronic control device, an ECD, at Galarzo. Galarzo did not drop the knife and started to walk towards Officer Nelson and the other officers at the doorway. Officer Nelson discharged his weapon towards Galarzo at the same time as the other officer fired his ECD, electronic control device. Galarzo was struck by the gunfire and fell to the ground. He was subsequently taken into custody by officers. Medical personnel were requested and declared both Galarzo and the female victim as deceased. The investigation revealed that the incident started as an argument between Galarzo and his wife over marital issues. The argument escalated when Galarzo stabbed and killed his wife. It appears that after killing his wife, Galarzo attempted to end his own life before officers arrived. I will now play some audio from the 911 and 2 body-worn camera videos depicting the OIS, and I caution you that this is very uncomfortable audio and video. Here we go.
What's the address? We need help. What's the address? What's going on there?
Big please.
What's going on there?
My parents, they're not, they did my dad.
What's going on?
They killed themselves.
Who?
My dad killed my mom. No.
When did this happen?
They killed themselves.
How?
They put the knife. Please come back.
Your dad killed your mom and
The
himself?
evidence. The evidence.
Listen, are you with your mom and dad right now?
They're in the room. I just want to go in there. Please.
Sir, you're not with them right now?
They're in the back. They're in the room.
Okay, is anybody able to render aid to them?
We think my mom is dead. Can you please call the ambulance bad?
Listen, we have them started. My partner's getting them started, okay? Is anybody with your parents that can render aid? Can you hear me? Hello?
Where? How are you coming? Do that to us, man!
Now the body-worn camera video.
Hey, Metro Police, if you're inside, make yourself known. You got blood everywhere. Where you at, buddy? You at? In your mom's room? Is she in there? Come here. I need you guys to come here. Come here. Let me see your hands. Come here. Come here. Come here. Who else is in there, buddy?
Walk outside.
Are they in there? Police department.
Anybody else in here?
Fuck.
I'm here.
Hey, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Hey, closer. Show me your hands. Get on your stomach.
I'm here.
Hey, we got medical. Let me see your hands. Let me go with you. Hey, show me your hands. Get on your stomach. Hey, put your hands up. Hands up. Put your hands up. Hey, drop the knife. Drop it. Drop the knife.
Here's some close-ups of Mr. Galarzo grabbing the knife. As he was lunging towards the officers. Okay, are there any questions?
What's an EBC exactly?
Electronic control device, it's a taser.
Okay. And how many times was the suspect hit?
2 times.
So the two of them lived in this house together?
Yes, they did.
This situation obviously developed very fast, but are there any de-escalation techniques that our officers are trained in to try and avoid a situation like this one?
Yes, of course. Yeah, we're trained on de-escalation. You did see that one of the officers had a taser, but unfortunately, although Mr. Galarzo received a number of commands to drop the knife, get on the ground, he still chose to take the knife and come towards the officers. So yes, we do. This was, as you can see, was an incredibly dynamic and violent and gruesome crime scene.
In past situations where there's been gun v. knife, we've heard comments from public, well, we just had a knife. Can you describe the type of damage that officers could have received had they not acted in that moment?
Well, they were in very close proximity. It's a very small room, so the officers could have been stabbed. The woman on the bed had sustained between 15 and 20 stabbings to her torso, her back of her head, and defensive wounds to her hands. The officers were in fear for their lives. Yes.
The children, were they underage or adults, and what happened to them if they were children?
They span from the ages of 14 to into the 20s.
How impactful is to respond to something like this, or an active homicide scene, and you're dealing with an armed suspect?
Well, the officers in this have to maintain the professionalism. They have to follow de-escalation. They have to look at tactics. But they're human beings, just like we are. And when you walk into a scene like that, a lot of your emotions take over. But they have to maintain the professionalism. They have to remember that there's a crime scene and that they have to set up tape and bring people in to assist, and then also help the family. All this happens in a very short span of time.
You appear a bit shaken. How is it to oversee an investigation like this?
It is. It's difficult. I was there, and seeing something like that and the effects that it has on families is difficult for all of us. But as I said at the beginning, it's important for us to reach out to the community and ask them if they are in trouble and if they are having domestic violence issues to call the police. Thank you.
You've been watching breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.